Hey guys, North Coast Survival here. This is my video response to Survival Crafts 100 sub contest or giveaway drawing. Sorry. Um, this contest, in order to enter, you need to video respond discussing your favorite knife design and why. Because you're going to get a really cool package if you win of a moleskin book and couple other tools, really cool, nice, high quality tools to start your own design book, which is something that I think would be pretty damn cool. So I'm entering. So my favorite knife design. To be very honest with you, I cannot say that I have a favorite knife design. While I've carried a blade on me since I was probably 15, I've never really been let's see, how could I explain this? I've never really had access to all the information that I do now in regards to different manufacturers, different styles of knife, types of knives, the different purposes for using a knife. I carried a knife mainly for protection. Then when I had my first child, I learned that opening things and like, toys and all the crap that comes in these, big bulky plastic things are way easier to open with a knife. Then I got a job that required having a utility knife on me, opening boxes, and so as I grew older, I found different applications for the blade that I carried on me. Now that I've been involved in the prepping movement for, I'd say, the last 10 to 12 months, and survival in general, my eyes have been open to a lot of things in regards to cutlery. So I will say that my everyday carry that I keep on me is the Kershaw 1940 ST. Um, can you see that? It's this blade here. I've carried this blade on me for a couple months now. I want to say since August. Before that, I had a Smith& Wesson border guard that I kept on me because I have a fear of driving over bridges without being able to break a windshield. And it had the windshield breaker and seatbelt cutter on, and I carried that for quite some time. But like I said, as I'm learning about these knives, I have noticed things that I like. Number one, which I'm sure everyone else likes, is I like a sharp blade. Sometimes they come sharp, sometimes you sharpen them. But I mean, that's something that I like in a knife. If I was describing my perfect knife, I really am a fan of Kershaw's assisted opening technology. Not that they're the only ones with it, but Kershaw's in particular. I've headed down to my local general store, a couple gun shops where they carry knives, and there's some people, or I'm sorry, some manufacturers whose knives have the thumb stud or the assisted opening, or the little indentation just for you to grab and pull, and fixed blade and all that stuff. As far as the assisted opening technology, I really like Kershaw's. It's very smooth. I'm not saying they have the best because obviously I haven't tried everyone's, but I really like being able to put my index finger here on this little knob, and just it's out. The blade's out very quickly, very quickly. So that for me, the accessibility of it, that's great. I also like that this knife. I took it off because I carry my iPhone in the same pocket that I carry my knife in. Even when it was like with the belt clip, I never carried it on my belt. I carried it in my pocket. And it has the reversible. I don't know if you can see the small holes, two here and two here, so that you could put the belt clip on either side of the blade, have it point down or point up. But no matter how I carried it, it would rub against that metal belt clip would rub against my iPhone, and I didn't want to risk scratching up couple $100 phone. So what I did was took the belt clip off and I just dropped it in my pocket, and it works great for me. I can say that I like the appearance of the Tanto style blade. It looks really clean, streamlined to me. It gives you a lengthy blade in most cases, unless it's a smaller knife. But having the Tanto blade instead of the straight blade with serrations, I found that serrated blades or a partially serrated blade has come in handy in a bunch of different situations for me. So I'm not either or just yet. I'm kind of on the fence, but I do like the way that the Tanto blade looks. I I do like fixed blade knives, depending on if that fixed blade knife has a well built sheath. I had a fixed blade that was just some knockoff brand. It was something I got at a swap meet, and the blade was really good. But the sheath was flimsy and like coming apart. And it kind of had ties, and it tied onto your belt loop and hung and swung freely, and it was just really unappealing to me. I didn't like it at all. I didn't feel safe. I think that's very important that if you're dealing with any type of weapon, knife, firearm, anything, that you feel safe with it. So to have a knife on you and not feel safe, from yourself, I felt like I was gonna accidentally like puncture my freaking liver or something. Like the way, like, if I'm moving too fast, I had to like jog or even like a power walk through the swap meet that I was in once, and it was like flipping up back and forth, and all smacking me on the hip and thigh, hip. So I didn't like that at all. But if it has a good sheath, I'll rock with the fixed blade knife. I like the full tang knives with the paracord wrapped around the handle. I love knives that are multifunctional. I love seeing the combat knives with the small emergency survival kit in the end of it. Like the old Rambo knives, Bowie knives, and stuff, or whatever. So again, I'm not an expert. I'm being honest with you and telling you what I like. That's part of why I'm entering the contest too, because there are ideas that I have, and there are things that I've taken down. And if I was to win the contest, not only would I use that book for drawing up my own ideas, but I'd also take notes on what I learn. I'm a stickler for information. I love taking in information, and a secondary way to record it and to keep it and be able to study it, learn it, so that I can better my own ideas. I think would be great for me. So anyway, I am subscribed, and I think as a second person to send a shout out to, let me get her name here. I stumbled upon someone who was just getting started out a couple days ago, and on YouTube anyway, that seemed real enthusiastic about her knives. So let me see here. Let me find her name because I don't remember it offhand. All right. Her name is Krista Blade. There you go. That says it all, right? Blade. Krista Blade. That's Krysta. Second word Blade. Shout out to Krista Blade. What's up? This is North Coast Survival. She commented that she liked my Kershaw, and she seems pretty cool. So if I could shout out everyone else and have them win second prize, I'd do that too. You asked me to pick one person, so thought she seemed deserving. Anyway, that's my video response. I hope I covered everything. I'm over 18. I live in the U.S. All that good stuff, and yeah, I hope I win, even though I'm not an expert. And I can't tell you all about all kinds of knives. I'll tell you one thing that I'm an expert in is keeping this thing on me for more than one reason. So anyway, thanks a lot. Keep it up. Stay ready.